All right, so this is going to be a review of the Kanami Nana. This is a mouse pad that has tons of controversy right now, which I will get into. It shouldn't, and I'm sorry if you can hear my voice. I am a little bit sick right now, but yeah. So like and sub, and we're gonna start the review now. And use my codes in the description. So this is a $45 mouse pad. They did send this out to me. Doesn't affect my review, like I say every single time. But what I'm going to start with first is the controversy has to do with the design. And I'm also going to mention that the design is a big selling point of this mouse pad. So if you do not like this design, would not, honestly, I would suggest you just click off this video. Because the selling point it is largely with the design in my personal opinion. But I think that is a good thing. And we'll get into that. This is a 490, it comes in one size, 490 by 420. Artisan XL sizing, perfect sizing, it's fine sizing, and as well as 4 millimeters thick, so like an X soft, and a polyurethane base. Poron versus polyurethane. You can't use Poron with a designed mouse pad. Polyurethane is basically Chinese Poron. You're not going to notice the difference. The difference is, you know how LGG pads, Artisan pads, you have to peel them off your desk. This you're not going to be able to peel off, but it does still stick to your desk very well. So just putting that out there, you're gonna have no problems with that, and we'll get more into that when we talk about the base. But let's talk about the main feature here first, and that's going to be the design. So the design has a nice color gradient from blue to purple, super high quality, and of course it's going to be because $45 is a hefty price, but it's also a design pad, so you're gonna pay a little bit more for it. And this is a very high quality. The design looks extremely high quality. It's easily the highest quality designed mouse pad I've put on my desk. Yeah, I know they do have one other design coming out in the future, but I'm not going to talk about that because we're talking about this one here. So the controversy has to do with it being an outgoing design, and people think that they should have made an extra black one. Now, this isn't really a design I would go with, but we should be looking for more outgoing designs and design things. Like, do you want the same black and red colors every single time of the same mouse pads? Not really. Because there's only so much you can do with the mouse pad. You might as well make more cool designs. And they wanted to go with something brand-wise that's outgoing and cool, and I like that. Why not? Like, why should they be afraid or not do that? Like, I thought that was a very good design choice. It's outgoing. It sets you aside from, like, everybody, and you're going to have a big audience that's going to like flock towards this kind of design. So in my opinion, it was a great choice, and I think the design looks great, even though it's not for me personally. I don't watch anime. I'm not an anime kind of person. This is like an anime kind of girl design. I'm not really, but like you kind of get where I'm going with that. There's a Kanami logo up here, also very high quality. You don't feel this when you go over it at all, really. So you can go over this without feeling anything. And yeah, so the texturing of this mouse pad is generic. Not generic. It's just a hybrid pad, very similar to the Infinity Mice hybrid pad, although this one is very foot dependent. If you're using very controlled, muddy feet, you're going to get that experience. If you're using faster feet, you're going to get that experience as well. So that's what I've noticed with this pad, is it's extremely foot dependent. Slow feet, slow mouse pad. Faster feet, very standard hybrid experience. Now, obviously you are going to get the plushiness with it, 4 millimeters thick, which I personally do kind of like. So next we're going to move on to the stitching. And for companies, this is a limited edition mouse pad, by the way. I will put it in the description, the link out and everything, obviously. The stitching is also very good for their basically first try, or their first try, with this kind of quality of mouse pad, I would say. This is a thicker, it is decently thick, but the quality on it is perfect. You can see where the stitching comes together like here, but there's no loose threads, there's no nothing. This was a very well done stitching, and it is lower than the mouse pad itself too. I will get pictures and everything, obviously, but yeah, this stitching, I would say it's about even with the mouse pad actually. So this stitching, there's nothing to complain about there. Obviously, it looks great. It looks fine. Not like other. It's not inconsistent at all. It looks good. And with the base, yes, it's polyurethane, like I said, but it's gonna stick. Picking it up, it actually doesn't stick as much as other polyurethane bases, but when it's on here, it sticks more than other polyurethane bases. Weird. It might just be my desk specifically, but it looks it in my opinion, it is a very good base. You can move it when you put your finger like this, but like who's like doing that? Nobody's like doing that. That's one of the difference. You can't do that with Poron, but nobody's doing that. And the base feels fine. There's no clumpiness in it. There's nothing like that I've felt before in polyurethane bases. So yeah, that's really all I have for you. If you like this design and you want a hybrid mouse pad, and like I said, this is a very foot dependent mouse pad. So that is a very, very important thing that I hope more people talk about, but I don't know if many people will use other mice on this. And that's the good thing about being a reviewer that actually cares about the product you're reviewing, because you find out small things like that. Anyway, yeah, this is a very good mouse pad, and thank you to Kanami for sending this out to me. I actually really enjoyed my time using this, and I hope they continue doing the outgoing designs like this. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Pretty good hybrid control pad, hybrid control I shouldn't say, but hybrid pad in general. Definitely high up on my list in terms of mouse pads. That's the end of this video. Peace.